Hey everyone, Mike here today with some thoughts here on Bloons TD 6. I'm a little bit late to the game on this one. This game's been out for 3 years now and I've been playing it since launch, so yeah, I didn't realize this game was available on Steam until today, so that's why I figured why not do a video on it. This game is crossplay compatible, so I already have my save from my Android version on Steam here. And yeah, this came out in 2018, so I've been playing it for 3 years now. It's a game I play maybe once a week kind of thing. It's a really fun tower defense strategy kind of deal. And I'm looking here at beginner maps. I guess we can do a Halloween theme one on hard and go through it that way. Yeah, it's a fun game. I think there's a lot about it. You know, I'm not crazy about the look art style of it, but once you play it, you get past that, right? Mechanically, this game is actually really solid. They've done a really good job, and it's super fun. It's one of the best tower defense games out there. In fact, it's one of the best games out there for mobile, because I don't know about the iOS side, but I know for Android, this is on the top of the leaderboards for good reason. Because yeah, it plays super well. You can pause at any time, it saves progress, so on and so forth. It's not a game that you have to interact with screen like a ton, right? You can put it down to regular speed. You can also disable the auto round start, so you know it pauses between rounds, so you have time to do whatever you have to do and prepare for the next round. It's a game that plays really well on phones. There's even different control schemes, so being a tower defense, tower placement can be really crucial, right? So being able to place a guy like exactly where you want can be a little bit of a problem when your thumb is moving that guy around. And so the way this game kind of can help you out with that is by there's an option to do like a drop and confirm. So you kind of drop him somewhere on the screen. The screen then becomes a touchpad, so you can move your thumb away and slide it elsewhere. And then your placement will move relative to where, it doesn't matter where you're moving your thumb. It'll just follow the same relative movement. So I could drop a guy here, reposition my thumb somewhere here on the screen, and then he'll still move over there. And so you can get that sick placement that you need pretty easily. And so I recommend, if you've never looked at the options, you're playing this on mobile and you're like, it's a pain in the butt. Well, check the options, because that's totally there.
All you can eat.
So yeah, what makes this game great is if we look at like one of these monkeys, for instance, right? There's 3 upgrade paths. If you could choose 2 upgrade paths. One you can fully complete, and then the other one will be limited to 2. So once you hit the 3rd upgrade on any path, the other path is immediately limited to the first 2. So that can be a little bit of a problem at first, but as you play the game more and more and get used to different towers and options and stuff it has to offer, it becomes less and less of an issue over time. You start figuring out combinations that work. There are different permanent upgrades as well that can help you a lot. We'll take a look at those later on. Even the upgrades. So for instance, this guy. I don't have the last stage. This is a brand new upgrade that they put in. I don't have the last stage unlocked yet. So I just got to put this guy on the map. Get more XP with him to get that unlocked. When I say they recently added, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, they've been updating this game a lot, right? They still do major updates. They still do balance tweaks and stuff that I don't pay too much attention to, but worth pointing out just because, yeah, like I said, I wasn't playing this regularly enough to pay that much attention to everything, but now that it's on Steam, I might be playing this a little bit more. I might be paying a little bit more attention to that stuff as it comes out. But anyways, yeah, it's a fun game, right? There's tons of maps, there's tons of content, there's tons of stuff to do. You get an idea what the gameplay is. Here's the fun part of a mobile game. I could just go back to home. If I actually go back to play and we find the map, you can see there's a little diskette floppy icon to tell me that, hey, I can resume this game. So I could continue that immediately if I wanted. If I decide to choose a different difficulty, it'll reset though. And usually it warns you before doing so. So yeah, I'll just show you guys real quick. So after you complete your standard round, you can then do a primary. Then you can do a deflation. On the medium, you can do military, reverse, apocalypse. These are all different modifiers. They have different difficulties. As you can see, I haven't actually done apocalypse yet. Then the hard difficulty, there's even more unique variants. So I've not done half cash or chimps yet. All of these require good strategies. I'm not quite there yet. I don't play this game regularly enough to get those strategies developed. But now that it's on Steam, maybe. On the flip side, I'll point out as well that there are plenty of people online who do videos as well. So if you need help with one of these on hard or whatever, there are people who will walk you through how to get the hard done on the hardest challenges, right? On top of that, there are different map difficulties. So as you can see, expert here, I've actually not done any of these maps yet. These are all new maps. I've played these original ones, but I've not played any of these new ones. So when I say they add a lot of content regularly, yeah, I've not touched any of those advanced ones. There's a couple in here. Encrypted is a new one. Yeah, a lot of the blank ones are new to me. So some of these I've unlocked and I've tried real quick, but I've not actually completed. Like, I don't recognize any of these. I recognize the pond. Yeah, I recognize these. But anyways, so that's the base game. If we click this monkey here on the right, we get to see all the other events going on. There's a lot of stuff. So boss events are brand new. This guy is like on the next level, kind of. I beat him once. I took a look online to get a bit of help on that one. I learned a lot in doing so, because there's a lot of strategy stuff. The Odyssey Event. This is kind of cool because it's multiple maps sequentially. And before you set off, you got to choose your crew. Even the monkeys available are not all of them are there. And so, yeah, you've got 6 different monkey types and a total of 10 monkeys. So there's a lot of thinking, and you know, you got to look at what the maps are and what the rules are to try and figure out what makes most sense. So this is a hard Odyssey that I'm on. I don't want to restart, I just want to go back. So I haven't finished that one yet. There's a daily challenge and there's a daily advanced challenge. These are community made. They can vary widely, like this one here has a bunch of rules. Monkey knowledge, we'll look at that later as well, and power-ups. So this one here, yeah, it starts pretty much on the last round. You've got a ton of money. You can see all of these monkeys have certain restrictions, so you can only have one monkey as well. So it's like, figure out which one of these works on this map. So these are fun because once you figure it out, right, you're pretty much on the last level, so it's really quick to complete. But it's like figure out this one, the way this challenge is set up, it's like figure out what the one monkey is that would work with the levels given, and that would work on this map. Sometimes they're even more restricted than that. Other times they're a little bit more open. So like for instance, this one's relatively open, and it doesn't seem too difficult. There's also races. So the races are developer created. Almost done. So you usually get free race entries. You can compete on the leaderboard. You can see I did it in 8 minutes, and some of these guys are doing it in a minute 40, which is pretty crazy. You can see all the medals and all sorts of stuff. You can look at players if you want, but yeah, this game's got a lot of stuff to offer. It's got a lot of depth. I love the fact that they keep adding to it. And I guess the last thing I want to point out is I've seen a couple people kind of complain or be on the fence or, you know, curious about the fact that this game does have in-app purchases. So you can go to the store here and spend money on some of these things. I think these might be Canadian dollars, because usually this would be like $9.99 and $2.50. So I think this is in actual Canadian dollar instead of US. Maybe not, I don't know. Regardless, we've got a couple options. The knowledge points, every time you level up you get a point, and as you can see, you know, I've got all the primary ones. There's different costs and whatnot. I've got all but one of the military ones. Occasionally they add new ones, so I had all of these and I bought some hero ones, and then I was going to go start doing magic, and then some new ones popped up in some of the newer updates. But yeah, some of these upgrades can be pretty powerful depending what monkeys you use. And so you can pay money to get these quicker, and these are permanent upgrades that help you. But at the same time, if you play the game a lot, you'll get all of them pretty quick, right? Yes, I've had the game for 3 years and I don't have everything, but also I only play maybe once a week, if that. There's definitely periods of time where I don't go playing this for a month because I have no reason to be on the phone playing games either. The other place you can spend in-game currency is on these power-ups and instant monkeys. So these are ways to make a game easier, because I could just say, hey, there's a 140 boomerang monkey, just plop that. Doesn't cost me anything in game, but you do have to buy these with in-game currency, which you could buy in-game currency with real money. Yeah, if you didn't know, this number on the right, that's how many of each of these I have. So I've not bought any. I just get them from doing the weekly missions, right? Occasionally doing the missions or the events, whatever. Like, they give you monkeys. They're not afraid of giving some to you. But yeah, if you find the game difficult, you can spend even more money if you want, but you really don't have to. So anyways, that's Bloons TD 6, approaching 15 minutes, so I don't want to go on too much longer, but yeah, it's a really fun game. It plays super well on mobile. I bought it on PC because it was $2.20, so it's like $2 US or less on sale. Why the heck not? That's so cheap. Even the regular price is around 10 or 15. Even that's a great price for how much game there is. Yeah, you can run this on anything, and your save game does transfer through their service, so you know, I recommend it. I love it. just like I loved Bloons TD 5 back when that came out. And yeah, I'll end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.